Hi everybody, it is Usernamekate here and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a little video all about the dash on this little beauty, my Triumph 765 RS. So if you like what you hear, stay tuned. Right guys, so it's not the best lighting and obviously you can see a bit of reflection in the dash, but I'm going to work with what we have. So obviously you've got your dash there, which you can move to suit, you, whether you're a bit tall, you might need it angling up a bit, but I tend to just have it so that I can see everything on. So using these controls, you've got home there, you've got mode there, and you've got your little analog stick there. You can control this dash. So without further ado, I will switch her on. Now what you first get is the Triumph insignia with the odometer, and then it comes up on this nice tasty little screen. So this is the default screen. You can change this depending on what mood you're in or what style you like, so I will show you how you can do that later. First things first though, obviously you've got your idiot lights down here. You've got your indicators at the top, on the right and the left. There you've got your main beam. There you've got your ABS. There you've got your low fuel light. There you've got your daytime running lights. Underneath it you've got your oil pressure warning light. And then under that obviously the light that you never want to see, which is the engine management light. So moving on to the actual display and what you can see when you're riding. Up here in this little circle you have what mode you're in. So with the 765 RS you've actually got 5 modes. I'll go into them modes a bit later. I know that on the other models, I think the R and the S, you have 4 modes, but with the RS you definitely have 5. So there you've got the time. There you have the temperature outside. I really wish that there was sunshine to reflect that, but it's just a little bit muggy right now. Here you've got your miles an hour. Around here you've got your revs. You've got your red line bit there, and then you've got your gear indicator just there. At the bottom here you have what they call an information tray. So this just shows you like a lot of information, so if you bear with me. So what it's currently showing is my trip. So I've got the trip, I've not reset it since I bought the bike, so it's still in the odometer. If you go down using the analog stick, it'll take you to trip 2. If you go up again, you're on trip 1, trip 2. So it just shows that since filling up I've done 43 miles. So if you're to go sideways, you can get your MPG and your fuel range. If I go sideways again, you can pick the contrast. So obviously the dash is white at the moment. If you go to auto contrast and press that, it isn't doing anything at the moment, but what it has actually done is activated the light sensor sort of recognition button, if you will. So when it becomes dark, the background goes black. So you can put it on high contrast so that it's always white. I actually quite like the white screen. I know a lot of people put it on black, but I quite like it like that. So going across, you can pick your styles. Now I know the Triumph R and the S model, you only have 3 styles. So you have this one, which is the sort of auto style. You have this one, which is personally my favourite, and then you've got style 3. So it just displays things in different ways. All the information is still there, but it just depends on how you like it displayed basically. It's all personal preference. So moving across again, it takes you to a lap timer, which is particularly handy if you're going on a track. I know you're not supposed to use lap timers on track, but it is literally just the notch of that analog stick there, so you can sort of see what times you're doing. go over, you've got the coolant, and then you're back to the trip. So that is that. If you want to change the modes, you go to the mode button. I'm sorry that the bike is absolutely filthy. I got caught out in some rain the other day. So you press the mode button and then you'll get this at the bottom. So what this shows, it does go off so you have to be quick. What this shows, and I'll keep rotating through so that it stays on, is that is rain mode, that is road mode, that is sport mode, that's track mode, and that's rider mode. So with the different modes, they all have different throttle responses, they all have different sort of traction control and ABS levels, but you can also customise every individual rider mode. So say you like the road mode but you don't like certain aspects of it, then you can go into the sort of settings and you can change it just to tweak it to how you want it. So we'll just set it to rider for now. So my rider mode has traction control disabled, so it warns you there that the traction control is off. So the next thing to do from there, I'd probably say, what I can show you, is to select the home button. With that, it'll take you to the main menu. If it'll focus, there you go. So with the main menu, you've got your riding modes. So if you click the button, you can select your riding modes on here. So rider, rain, road, sport, track. Bike setup. Here you can do the indicators so that they're automatic or manual. I just keep it on automatic because that's what it came with. ABS, so you can have it enabled or you can disable it. Traction control, so you can have that enabled or disabled. And then service. So this basically tells you when your next service is due, in terms of mileage or in terms of time. That'll just focus. Come on, work with me. That's just focusing on me in the background, which isn't ideal. There we go. So you can go back again. So trip setup. So this is where you can reset your trips. You can also reset your trips on the normal dash page. You just press and hold that just for a second and it'll reset it. Display setup. So here is where you can pick the themes. Now, like I said, with the RS you do get a second theme which is slightly more sporty and a bit more aggressive looking. So I'll select that theme and then I'll show you on the main screen what those themes look like. So brightness, you can change them. Visible tray, so as I mentioned about the information tray at the bottom, you can choose exactly what information you want to see on there, so you can customize it. Language, I'm not even going to click on that and risk going off English, because if I go on to like Indian or whatever, I will never get back. Units, so this is where you can select, you know, what sort of measures you want it in. So you can do MPG, you can do MPG US, you can do kilometers, all that jazz. Temperature, you can do Celsius or Fahrenheit. And pressure, you can do PSI, bar or kPa, which, to tell you the truth, I've never heard of. Going back down to clock, so this is just where you can adjust your time. Your date is just where you can adjust your date. And then gear shift indicator, so you can set it to show you to shift, you know, a personalised rev, like certain RPM, or you can just keep it on the default, which I do. Or if you really hate that light flickering to tell you that you need to change gear, you can disable it altogether. Then you're back to the top, so let me just double check that I'm in theme 2. Yep, so that's that. This is where you can look at all your lap timer stuff, so you can start the session, you can review your times from the last session, and then you can reset all your settings to default, which I don't want to do. So to come off that, just press home again, and then you're on this. So as you can see, it's defaulted to the theme 2 sort of style 1, if you will. So to change that, you go across and you can go to style. So it's on style 1. If you go down to style 2, it looks like that. And then if you go to style 3, it looks like that. So let me just see if I can get it in auto contrast. I think it's too light outside, so let me just see if I can do it through the home settings. So we'll go on display setup, we'll go on brightness, we'll go on low contrast. I think I might have done that wrong, we'll soon see. Oh, look at me, I tried. Let me try that again. I think I know what I did wrong. This is all learning experience for me as well, guys, but I thought I'd show you. So display setup, click on that. We don't want theme, we want brightness. So I wonder, with the high contrast, if you bring it down. I wonder if that'll do anything. Nope. Bollocks. I haven't even explored this bit because I like the white background, so we're literally learning as we go here. So let's put all that back up to normal. And let's try low contrast. Okay, we'll see if this has done it. Absolutely not. Right, I'm starting to give up on this now. I'm actually really frustrated that I can't show you guys the dark dash. I could literally put my hand over the sensor, but you're not supposed to do that because it messes up with when it gets triggered naturally. So I think I'm just going to have to maybe work it out and then edit it into the end of the video, because otherwise it's just going to stress me out. Anyway, yeah, so that's that. What I will say about the riding modes is you can change some of the modes on the fly. What you have to do though is be completely off the throttle, and you can't be braking at all, and you must dip your clutch. Then it will allow it. If you don't do any of that, it'll say conditions not met on the dash. The only settings that you can't do on the fly, I believe, are track mode or a rider mode where the ABS and the traction control has been disabled, and that's purely from a safety point of view. So, oh, indicate by accident. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into here, set the display up as theme 1 because that's what I prefer. Call me weird, but I do. And I know that I like style 1. So if we go back, there we go, that's how I like it. And then if I wanted to change the mode, as you can see it changes there. So let's press mode again, and it's changed. So hopefully that's given you a decent rundown of the dash. I'm really sorry that I can't at this moment make it go dark. If you hang fire, you will see it at the end of the video, because I will figure this out, and I will probably just go and revert back to the manual and see what it says. So yeah, any questions about the dash, feel free to message. If I've missed something and you think it's important, put it in the comments. If you think that there are any other bikes that have a pretty impressive dash, again, let me know. I love a fancy dash. And also, if you think modern dashes like this are good, let me know. If you think they are bad and distracting, let me know, because I know there are two thoughts to these kind of TFT dashes. Alright guys, thank you very much for that, and let me crack on at finding the sort of black background for you. Right guys, it looks like my trumpet was having a bad day, because we'll switch her on. Set it to auto contrast. Boom. And then you get dark. So to show you what the themes look like when it's dark, style 1, style 2, style 3, and then we go to the home, we go to display settings, theme 2, we go style 1, we go back. So that's what it looks like, style 1, style 2, and style 3. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching my video. I'm really sorry if it was clumsy in places. I was just kind of learning as I went along. So yeah, if you guys have got any questions about the dash, let me know. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think all dashes should be TFT? Or are you happy with the LCD dashes that a lot of them have? Just let me know your thoughts on the matter. And until the next video, take care.